Very warm welcome to you, Yukti. I think it's my greatest privilege and pleasure to welcome a person like you. Not just because you're helping so many people, but because you carried that in your heart, that intention that I have to serve. And that one intention made this whole reality happen. Yukti, you have transformed more than 10,000 lives through breathwork and emotional healing. But we want to know from you, if you are comfortable, how did this start for you? What was your big why of getting started on this journey of massive transformation for self and others?
First of all, thank you so much, Beena. You're such an angel, such a high energy, and such a heart-to-heart person that I must say that our first talk has been a very instant connect, and I'm truly grateful that I am connected to you. And we had a couple of calls and talks also before, and we are very much on connected on WhatsApp also. So yeah, my biggest why of come from my biggest pains, the sufferings that I have undergone through. I decided that no one should suffer the way I suffered and struggled a lot, and it took me a lot of time to recover. So I help people to not just to improve their health, not just by diet or focusing on their diet or exercise part, but the missing pillar of their health, that is no one knows, no one value, because of our health and wellness system that has completely ignored this education about breathing. Whereas we are living, we are alive just because of breathing. And I have been a person who I was a wrong breather until the age of 35 plus. I never knew that I was breathing wrong, though I was doing pranayam, yoga, and different kriyas all together. But I was a sufferer, having a lot of physical, mental, and health, emotional health issues, ranging from severe migraine 24 by 7, thyroid issues, cough, cold, sneezing, wheezing, fever, aches and pains. I broken my knee, tailbone injuries happened, and I was just running behind doctors. I tried a lot of medicines, allopathic, homeopathic therapies, treatment, yoga, and whatnot. Just in Jalaya, I've done everything possible. But there was this huge gap that I could only understand when I come across a coach who told me that Yukti, you're breathing wrong. And it was a big shock in my life because being treated by a best neurologist specialist in health industry, nobody has told me that, even in the yoga field or other therapies. And when I discovered that, I started my journey. I said, okay, if something is wrong in me, it is my responsibility to correct it. From there, and I didn't have any hope, honestly, कि कुछ होगा क्या होगा. But I started, and it has turned around my life 360-degree, helping me to improve my not only just physical fitness but mental and emotional, from being very anger, suffocated, lonely, emotionally drowned person to now I can say I'm in a very much better space where I am able to help people who are suffering like me or suffered like me. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yukti, for being this real gift to all of us. Because, as they say, wound is the place from where light enters. And of course, it
Mm.
entered in your life, but it not just entered for you, it also entered for so many people through you. So, as we say that breath is that bridge between mind, soul, body, and that is what you were also mentioning. But how, as a common person, we can relate and connect to things, like how will this, the way you said just now that Bina, I was breathing wrong. Now what does breathing wrong means, and what is conscious breathing? Like, how can I know that okay, I'm breathing wrong and I need to change that? Like, this is something people have never heard. So talk a little about this and tell us what is it all about.
Thank you. Thank you for asking this wonderful question. And I would really like to share and educate people that what does it mean by wrong breathing? Because yeah, 90% of the people are breathing wrong, and 90% of people are stressed out. They are stressed people. And why people are stressed? Because people have poor stress handling capacity. And why people are having poor stress handling capacity? Because they are breathing wrong. Now, what are the ways you can identify that whether you are breathing right or wrong? If you are a person who doesn't have any congestion or chest issues, chest diseases, or anything, but if you have this tendency of mouth breathing, you are talking and gasping for air, or you are walking a bit and you are mouth breather, every now and then you are opening your mouth, you are snoring. These are the signs that you are a wrong breather. Otherwise, or else, there are a lot of actually assessment. There's a whole, I would say, 10-point assessment, and then there is another BOC test that we do in our community. But in short, I can tell you. So first and foremost, mouth breathing is equivalent to death breathing, according to Chinese culture. Yeah, you are inviting death. It is like you are going close to death if you are a mouth breather. That is the significance of breath. And chest breathing, shallow breathing, that's another a wrong way of breathing. If you find yourself breathing most of the time through your chest, it's a wrong way of breathing. Sometimes you can see people like they are doing like this. Yeah, that is a vertical breathing. Then reverse breathing, that is when you are inhaling and your belly is going inside. Exhaling, your belly is going out. So you are doing the reverse breathing also. And I was a reverse breather actually. No one told me. Even after doing so many years of practices, different, nobody told me that I was breathing. Then there are certain things that impact your breathing. One of them is like slouching. Your posture plays a major role. If you are someone who is sitting for long hours, you are in a tendency of rounding your back like this, and you go into slouching mode. Okay, and when you are doing like this, just try it out. You can't breathe. You're working like this on a laptop or computer, your shoulders are forward, and then just you bring it down, you can breathe better. So and there are so many other practices, the postures, the way you walk, sit, plays a major role. Small elements. And if your chest is moving more than your belly, that is also sign like this. Every now and then, people have this tendency, and sometimes people feel a lot of stuckness,
Yes,
constriction in their chest
yes,
region, heaviness in their chest
heaviness.
region.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are also the sign of wrong breathing patterns.
I think this is really enlightening because these are little things. I think once we learn a little bit, we can also understand that whether I'm
Yeah,
doing it right or not, at least I can be conscious about
absolutely.
it, right? So
Yeah.
what difference
And
does
there,
it make, Yukti?
yeah,
Yes.
I tell you. Yeah. So there are actually two breath assessment that also we do in our community that gives you a clear-cut measurement of your breath before you start your journey of breathing fitness, and what is the goal you can set into 30 days, what that you can achieve into 30 days with respect to breath as well as the other health issues. So now I have told you that this is wrong breathing, but what does it make the difference? That's the question. So I tell you. Now suppose if you are a wrong breather, what is breathing essentially is doing? You are taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide as a function, physical function, yeah? And this oxygen is going into your cells and creating energy, digesting food, all those things are happening at your cellular level. Okay. Now suppose if you are a chest breather, you are not using your lower lungs. You are just using your upper lungs for the breathing. You're not using your lower lungs, because if you use your lower lungs, then there is a diaphragm muscle is there always here in this area. Okay. So you
Okay.
use that, but most of the people are not using. So these are your two lungs like that,
Mhm.
and then you have this diaphragm region. You inhale and diaphragm goes down, your lungs expand, exhale, diaphragm goes in. That's the right way of breathing when you start breathing. But if you're a chest breather, you are only using your upper lungs, lesser oxygen you are supplying. You have a capacity of this much when you are breathing in, but you are using only lower capacity, maybe 30% only of lungs you are using in one breath, one heart pump, 30% oxygen intake, that's it. So now then your heart has to work more, because if you have a requirement of suppose 100%, फॉर द सेम ब्रेथ अगर आप डीप ब्रेथ कर रहे हो तो एक ब्रेथ में आपका काम हो रहा है उसी काम के लिए उतने ही ऑक्सीजन के लिए whereas if you are just a chest breather maybe you need to take 3 breaths to get that much of oxygen to supply to your cells. So heart is working more.
Oh,
Apart from that, there's a lesser supply of oxygen to your cells. Now imagine, this is research proved, 35% less oxygen to your cells for 2 days, your cells become sick. And this is proven by cell physiology Nobel Prize winner Dr. Wahlberg. And when your cells become sick, what will they do? They will just reproduce. These sick cells produce sick tissues. A group of sick cells is tissues, and these sick tissues become sick organs. And that's how any lifestyle related diseases are developing in our system, ranging from diabetes, PCOD, PCOS, cancer issues, heart issues. Because simple phenomena is your cells are sick. At cellular level, your body is experiencing stress, your body is experiencing sickness. So we and
right.
only we are creating this sickness.
This is mind blowing because and isn't it like it's really directly proportional to your blood pressure? And we know all
Yes,
the reasons. In India is
yes,
among the top chart of high blood pressure people in the world. So I think we
yes,
all need to come to you, Yukti. And I
yes.
guess this is why this whole movement, that you are creating, Yuktiness, that is happening. So what is your vision, Yukti, with this whole movement and either your breathathons that you're doing and with your wellness community? What's the mission behind this whole movement?
See, when I started, I was a wrong breather and I didn't know anything about it. My mission is very simple. Every person in this world breathe right and breathe consciously. And every family must have a breath healer and first heal yourself and then heal your family and society. That's the need of an hour because you won't believe 2 year onwards, kids are having breathing troubles nowadays. They are having wheezing issues, cough, cold, and all those issues. And your breath also impacts your facial structure also.
Yes. Wow. So many things are coming up, Yukti, and I think after touching thousands of lives, you are really a movement in yourself. I can see that. Of course, it's need of the hour, and considering the kind of stress people are going through in today's world, I think you are truly an angel and a blessing in so many people's lives. So my next question to you, Yukti, is that you are India's first flow ambassador. Okay, and it's
Yeah.
such a unique identity to have. So what does flow mean to you, and how do people live in a state of flow, like somebody who's juggling in that daily chaos of life? What does flow look like to them? And somebody like me, I've kind of read this book from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which says flow, so that inspires me a lot. But I really want to know from you that how a normal person, for them, how does flow look like? Because you're the ambassador, you can enlighten us on this. Please share.
Thank you so much for sharing such a wonderful question, Beena. So, what is flow? Flow is a state of mind that actually every human being desire to be in. Is the state where there is no fear, no self-doubt, no self-critic. You are in a very high peak performance state. You lose the track of time and space, and you become one with the activity. It's the most joyful state, and you don't need to sit for meditation for hours and hours to get into the flow state. You can build yourself as a flow personality gradually by following certain rituals, and there are a lot of rituals in fact. But yeah, it is like identifying flow. I go with the flow of life. Okay, anything that you are doing. So there are various kind of flow alignment, vagal flow alignment, visual flow alignment, then gastro flow alignment. They are very, and then movement flow alignment. So finding flow in every way. So first of all, simple things like awareness, building the awareness. As I'm talking to you, I'm still very much aware of my breath. How am I breathing now? Your breath awareness give you a space to not get into a fear mode or stress mode, because there are only two personalities are there, or mindset, you can say flow mindset or fear mindset. You can any one point of time you can just experience any two. Like we are talking to each other, we are fully present, we are currently into flow state. That's it. You are fully present with me. So flow is also, you can say, is being present. How much you are training yourself to be in this very present moment right here, right now. And what the best tool you can have to follow rather than your breath. Take a deep
So
breath in and breathe out. You cannot take past breath. You cannot take future breath. You're breathing in this present moment. Your current breath is an anchor to keep you rooted in this present moment in the flow state.
amazing, amazing. And this is why we all need to connect to our breath, isn't it?
Yeah,
Thank you, Yukti. I think
absolutely.
you very wonderfully answered this question, and I it reminded me of Shri Ravi Shankar ji when he says that ध्यान करना नहीं है, ध्यान में रहना है. So that I think when you said no कि ध्यान में हो क्या कि आपका breath कहाँ जा रहा है, that is something very very deep that you said. So anybody who's struggling with this, you can always connect with Yukti to create a new space, a new life, a new direction to your own self. And I know, you will be sharing so many things that how it can change your entire life. But tell me something, Yukti, that how in your own life you have overcome any of your biggest limiting belief by using your own techniques, or any of your clients who shared that what great thing they achieved in their life because of this.
So my whole journey is all about experimenting with breath.
Wow.
That's it. I am who I am because of I'm a very good student of my breath. And that's what I help my student also to build in. The results have been so miraculous that it gives me goosebump. From my life, if I can share, I've done a lot of things. I was one time bedridden, broken my knee, tailbone injury, having a lot of health issues. To I become a person who was running 21-kilometer barefoot running. I've done 502 Surya Namaskar. I could do that. And most important part is when I started working with my breath, my anger issues started disappearing. I was a very short-tempered mother, argumentative wife, all those things. So my emotionally, I was very, very weak person. I was not feeling self-worth at all. Working, and I was a people pleaser. I seek validation and approvals. Working with my breath has made me bring that calmness in me. And it has, when what is there, you change inside. I change myself inside because of with the breath. If I'm feeling stressed out, I just need to breathe. There has been incidents in my life you won't believe. If I have been the older Yukti, I would have fought in my family and wouldn't have slept whole night. But just because of this breath awareness, and breath and stress and emotions are very much interconnected. If you
Yes.
are angry, your emotions are high, your breath is stressful, distorted. Yeah. So I have seen that, in my life that I found that there was something going on in my family itself, and I felt that the anger is coming to me, and I breathed through it, and that was the day I slept peacefully, and yeah, first time in my life. That was a huge big win, and from here, that started journey. So physically, I would say, emotionally, relationship wise, there has been immense benefits. With respect to my students, they are able to overcome their stress, anxiety, panic attack, heart issues, interstitial lung diseases, high BP issues, diabetes issues, and
Wow.
fitness-wise, I have a community who has 66 years, 67-year-old plus women doing 108 Surya Namaskar.
Oh
Those
my.
who were one time diagnosed with lung fibrosis, COVID patient, heart issues. That's
You
the
are such a
miracle.
blessing, Yukti. You are such a blessing to the world. Please keep doing what you're doing because I don't know how many millions of people need this help. So
I'm just a
brilliant. Thank you
channel,
so
that's all I
much.
can say.
Thank you, Gift Yukti. Thank you for believing, one day at a time, one step at a time. And of course, you've come a long way, but I know it all starts from one decision. So, Yukti, some fun part also, okay? A little bit of fun part here. So, let's do a short rapid fire round. And you
Uh-huh.
have to describe it in one word, okay? Whatever comes to your mind first. So, one word
Done.
that defines Yuktiness for you.
Yuktiness for me is idea that can change people's life.
Wow. Wow. Your go to morning ritual.
My go-to morning ritual is if I'm given a lot of are there, but I would love doing just nature walk, breath walk. That's my favorite.
One book that changed your perspective forever.
The Surrender Experiment. That was the one book. After that, I joined Siddharth's Quantum. That one
Wow.
book
Oh
has
my.
really, yeah. So I learned
Listen,
a big time how, yeah, like I read that book and it all start happening. So surrender. I learned big time. How can I surrender and how can I allow myself to flow, take challenges, take the leap of faith and trust and believe that life has bigger plan for me.
amazing. One myth about breath work you want to bust.
One myth about breathwork that I want to burst is that people run behind breathing technique, that if they have asthma, they should do this and that, and they get short-term results. That is the one myth. Second thing I also want to myth big time is I want to tell is that breathing is pranayam only is not correct. Okay, breathing is beyond those 4, 5, 6, 13 pranayam, whatever that you know. Yeah,
Wonderful. Tea,
it's a
coffee, or
lifestyle.
conscious breath. Tea,
Anytime
coffee, or
conscious
conscious breath.
breathing. I am breathing. I'm a conscious breather.
Amazing. If you were not a coach, what would you be doing today?
If I were not a coach, I'm truly happy being in this space.
Uh, One line of advice every life coach and healer listening to you right now must listen. One piece of advice.
One piece of advice that I would like to do is explore your breath, be the best friend of your breath. Your breath has always been there with you since the time you were born till the time you die. It's your best friend. So be that best friend to your breath and see the miracles that are gonna come to your way. You will be miraculously surprised. Don't run behind techniques. Adopt that conscious breathe fit lifestyle. Yeah.
Amazing. So, how can people get in touch with you, Yukti? So, I'll put your link, whatever is your next webinar registration
Sure.
link or anything. Please share that with us. And
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
Yukti, so much. Thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
all these insights, taking out time from your busy schedule. And despite the fact that there are many things to take care at home today, you still managed and you came. That means the world to me. So,
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much. I think something the universe is aligning for higher good of somebody, someone out there, including me. So thank you so much, Yukti, for being this beautiful gift to the world. And
Thank you.
we'll keep troubling you with a lot of people. And you have to keep being this angel that you are for so many people. Thank you,
Thank you
Yukti.
so much. Thank you for so much immense, immense gratitude for giving me this opportunity to, helping me to reach out to more and more people. And God bless you. And I'm sending you a lot of healing, healthy breaths to all the viewers and the listeners of this wonderful, amazing video, and to you also, Pina. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Yukti. And by the way, everyone who's watching us, listening us, go connect with her. Because if you want miracles to happen, this is the go-to person. Okay. And I'm also coming, by the way. So keep my name also registered. Okay. Thank you so much, Yukti. Have a
Yeah.
great day. Take care.